A rare peek into the inner workings of China's secret police operation. A former Chinese spy spilled the beans after defecting to Australia. He spoke with NTD about Beijing's tactics to snatch dissidents overseas.
A confession from a former Chinese spy. For 15 years, he worked as an undercover agent, helping Beijing track dissidents around the world and lure them back to China.
Anyone that's against the Chinese Communist Party and Xi Jinping could become a target.
The former spy goes by the name Eric. After defecting to Australia, he's now going public, lifting the veil on a global operation to snatch those critical of Beijing. Key to the operation is a unit inside China's top police agency called the First Bureau. It's in charge of agents like Eric.
It's a bit like Stasi, the KGB, or Gestapo of Nazi Germany. As a political repression tool, it has only one goal, and that is to maintain the Chinese Communist Party's control.
And that includes controlling voices outside China's borders. Eric was but one agent spinning China's web across the globe, tracking dissidents and waiting for the right moment to bait and trap them. According to reports from Safeguard Defenders, Chinese authorities were able to coerce 12,000 people to return to China from over 120 countries over the past decade. Many were sent back to China without even their host countries even being made aware. Eric says he was responsible for tracking down dissidents in Australia, Canada, India, Cambodia, and Thailand.
My main job was to collect information, such as getting inside the target's circle to establish relationships with them. Also to learn their plans ahead of time. You need to know what they're going to do next. This is really important, even more so than simply arresting an average person.
Here's how it works.
My handler will send over a list of targets. For example, if they want to coerce someone to return to China, and I would talk to them to come up with a plan for how to approach that person online and in person, to see if I could lure them to a place where it's easier to take control of him.
One of the targets was a political cartoonist called Red Pepper. His satirical cartoons often mock the Chinese Communist Party and its leader Xi Jinping.
It was about the end of 2016. Eric messaged me on Twitter saying he liked my cartoons and wanted to chat privately. We later communicated through email. He approached me as someone that was pro-democracy.
Posing as a real estate agent, Eric asked Red Pepper to design a logo for a project. It went smoothly.
I only knew years later that this was a trap to win my trust.
Once the logo was done, Eric extended another job offer with one condition, that Red Pepper had to go to Cambodia for the job interview.
But I have a bad impression of Southeast Asian countries, that they're not safe. I don't trust them because of their human rights records, especially Cambodia. So I replied to him saying I wouldn't go.
Thailand, Burma, Laos, these countries are the top choices for Chinese secret police trying to catch dissidents. Local governments turn a blind eye to Chinese operations and sometimes even work with Chinese agents.
Red Pepper was in the dark about the plan to snatch him until a reporter from the Australian Broadcasting Corporation reached out to him to confirm Eric's story.
Turns out the Eric that was in communication with me defected.
Eric said he was coerced into working as a spy and always wanted to flee. Asked why he went public with his closely guarded secrets.
Of course I have my own reasons. Some of them I can't really disclose. But also like what the news report said, it fits into my values. I have always believed that the inner workings of these secret worlds should be disclosed one day.
He said only by understanding the dark side of those in power can the public better monitor its government.